Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whomst podcast. I'm your host, George Collins. Off the bat, I want to just say I apologize for if it's like any like extra staticky. This episode is like extra staticky because I don't know if it's like my. It could be just me. It could just be me. It could all my episodes could sound all the same, but it just might be me hearing extra shit. You know, it could be the mixer, could be the mic, it could be the isolator that I bought a few months ago. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. But I already delayed this episode like an extra day. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got time for that. I got more adult things to worry about. Like, is bills gonna get paid? No shit. You know, you're an adult. I'm pretty sure I have no kids listening to the show, so I ain't got to. I'm preaching to the choir. You understand? Anyway, yeah, I go back to work tomorrow. So, what's in the news today? What's in the news? Apple. Apple is worth $1 trillion. That's good like 2 days ago. Anyway, two is $1 trillion. It's not like some trumped up. It's not like the Kylie Jenner situation where she's technically not a billionaire. She's like a 900 millionaire. People are like close enough. At least I don't know. I haven't really, I don't do no fucking research on this show. I just kind of look up shit. Just gotta give my opinion. That's all I do. But Apple's worth $1 trillion. Is honestly the whole. There's nothing really special around it. Besides, it's not like they're the first company to ever hit $1 trillion. Like no, they're one of tens, I believe. One of tens companies like gas. Gas companies, I'm pretty sure they're worth trillions of dollars. Without them, we wouldn't be able to get around. Of course, you would think most car companies would be almost in $1 trillion, but no. Thanks to this article that I'm reading, it is I don't know, journalism. I'm not the one to talk. I'm not really a fucking news. I don't write. I don't write blogs or anything anymore. Nor do I have like an English major or to be able to write an article that makes any type of sense. So I can't talk, but journalism has dropped a lot. These so-called articles on these will give you the information that you clicked on. Like clicked on it, and the name of the article is Apple is worth $1 trillion. Here's what that much money could actually do. So you click it and you don't really learn much else besides that's important to the main point that you clicked on for Apple and $1 trillion. So this article, you click on it and it's basically just saying shit that you can buy with $1 trillion, like as if the people that's clicking on this are kindergartners or something like that. Like, oh, okay, now I get what $1 trillion is. It's according to them, a 999 iPhone X's. So, goddamn dollars. This is a fucking shame. So they basically compared all the things they could buy with that $1 trillion instead of like getting any information. I can't talk on how they made it that far. So they did things like Apple could buy 1 billion people the $999 iPhone X and still have $1 billion left in the bank. I'm not going to do the math to make sure. I'm pretty sure they didn't include tax, because if you include tax, that $1 billion might be gone. Or Apple could give 325 million people in the United States a check for $3,076.92. That's enough money for everyone to go buy a top-of-the-line MacBook Pro. Not the latest one. If I'm not mistaken, the latest MacBook, I think that was like $7,000, dude. And, well, I would guess. Okay, you know what? I take that back because, what article I was reading? The latest one, the latest MacBook Pro, I'm not sure the exact number they're on or if they're going by numbers, but the latest one, I've seen a bunch of people on YouTube reviewing it, and even though it's $7,000, it has a really big problem with like heat. It's really powerful, but it's so powerful that it heats up. And if you don't know anything about like technology or like computers or shit like that, just to sum it up, basically when it heats up, it has to cool itself down with the fan, which makes the computer slow. So yeah, you got all this pumped up this tech that makes the computer supposed to be strong as hell, but since it heats up so fast, it basically has the same power as like two generation computer ago. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not making any sense. Continuing the article, Apple could also erase some massive chunk in student debt, which is right now $1.52 trillion, leaving it at about like $520 billion still. So, I mean, I guess it's better. Yeah. They just kind of keep going on, just listing a bunch of stuff they could buy. Also, they also had to like take a jab at Bill Gates, trying to make his big mansion seem little by saying Apple could buy Microsoft founder Bill Gates' $125 million Washington mansion, trying to make him look like he broke, like he ain't broke. No, don't play around. But they also made a really good point, actually. If they were like bargaining people, let's say in like the next 5 years, and they're still over the $1 trillion mark, right? They mentioned that they could buy the whole NFL, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Kind of looking at that, like I don't really watch football, but Apple, like years ago, was talking about trying to get into the gaming business and stuff like that, and they could actually like buy up a bunch of like video game companies and then just go from there and just make their money on that. But I didn't really consider like any other like forms of entertainment. I didn't realize that Apple could literally buy all 50 NFL teams. Or 50? Yeah. All 50. That's what they saying on the list. I'm just saying 50 on. That's what they saying on the list right now. Because say Apple could also buy the world's most valuable sports team, the Dallas Cowboys, for $4.8 billion, which might as well be pocket change. They don't have to stop there. Apple could buy every team on Forbes' list of the 50 most valuable teams. See, I'm not sure if it's more NFL teams than that. I'm dumb. How many NFL teams are there? 2018. 32. What the fuck is it saying 50 for? Comprised by, I don't know. Okay, 32. So that makes it even better then. So that means Apple could buy all 32 teams. And it's saying all for a bargain price tag of less than $140 billion. That's still kind of like chump change. You feel me? They can buy all of them and make it their own, like if they wanted to, and just and kind of flip that money and make that money back. And like with advertisements and if you buy our phone, you can watch the NFL for free. That type shit, right? You know what I mean? That'd be fucking genius. I don't know. I'm not a fucking businessman. I'm not a businessman. Or they could scoop up two of tech giants, Amazon and Netflix, which would be dumb because Amazon is $879 billion. That's all your money. That's not worth it for real, especially with the problems they going through. They might be making a lot of money, but like you hear in the news about all the like the controversy about like you heard about. Let's just look it up. Let's look up on Google the workload that working in an Amazon warehouse. Just look that up, and it's fucking ridiculous. Like I complain about doing stalking and shit in Walmart, but I know Amazon, they got it fucking worse. They got you got you got vets crying and shit, wanting to commit suicide. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. It reminds me of working in my old warehouse, just with billions of people's mail. It's fucking ridiculous. I couldn't even imagine working at Amazon. Uh, uh, Basically that's the gist of this whole article. And I didn't really think about the whole football thing until now. I might actually save that for like later. I didn't realize Apple could fucking buy the whole NFL. Well, at least the teams, not the whole company, but like all the teams, and basically own everything. Basically, it's theirs. You know what they gonna do? Create more? They're gonna be like the NBA. Yeah, create. What was that though? The big three or some shit like that, where they had like old NBA stars or something like that playing on their own version of the NBA. I don't know. I ain't gonna do this shit. Oh shit! I might put that on Facebook and like see what people think about that. I'm sorry. I'm like really into that idea. Like Apple owning everything. Now it could be like some weird law about like some. It's like a weird monopoly rule or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a dude who doesn't do actual research before he talks about the shit that he says. What was another article I was reading, right? It was Facebook. Oh yeah. Yeah, they also mentioned that they could buy Facebook, which was half their money, which is $508 billion, which still wouldn't be a good idea, even though, I mean, if you keep the same people working there, you'll probably make your money back, but probably not as fast as you'll hope so, because Facebook steals all the ideas and make it their own. According to like last year, they're releasing their own dating app. Yep, they're releasing their own dating app. It said earlier this year at a F8 conference, Facebook showed off its one. I want to like. Do they have like live feeds for that? I want to be able to watch something now. So I can see some of the features that's coming to Facebook. Even though now I'm trying to like stay away from it. I'm trying to like even though test it out and like use Instagram more, even though that's technically still Facebook. I just want to get away from Facebook. I'm not be able to. That's the future. The future is Apple and Facebook. We're gonna be half cyborgs by 2030. Little imprints in our eyes. Be able to update our status by farting. Earlier this year, at the FA conference, Facebook showed off a new dating service that will use to compete with Tinder and Match. Now, TechCrunch is offering up some more details on the service, which will actually be baked into the main Facebook app rather than a standalone app. TechCrunch explains that once you opt into Facebook dating, the only people who will be able to see your profile are those who also enabled the dating feature. You'll also be able to access exclusive groups and events if you opt in to Facebook dating. So, I can just imagine, like, a few months into this dating feature on Facebook kicking in and people accidentally forgetting that not everybody is connected to the dating feature, and they'll make a status saying some shit like, man, that like orgy was fucking crazy, man. They like tag like 8 people and shit. Like they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, oh shit. Oh no, they like start inviting people to come to this event, but they don't know what it is because they can't see it because they're not opted in. They end up finding it's like some weird Facebook planned orgy. If you choose friends, you can choose if friends of friends can see you or not, and dating profiles. What the hell mentioned you? Allow non-binary and transgender and orientation options. So you get to see if you can opt out of being matched up with a transgender, but it'll be the same way as Tinder. That like, they're not gonna get around that by making that a feature, because because they can just not tell people like they do now. They don't have to tell you that they're transgender into the last minute when you see for yourself. I mean, it could be different rules in different states and all that stuff. I don't know. Uh, like shit, you won't know until they like slapping on your shoulder at the end of the night. Like, is that a form of rape? I don't know. It could be. It's controversial. I don't know, man. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea in the first place, man. It's like we already have many. We have way too many. We got more than a handful of dating apps already. Now, if this goes down, if this goes public, we got Facebook dating. We got Facebook itself, which is its own little dating app. If you know what to do, you got Tinder. You got fucking Match. You got Plenty of Fish. You got Black People Meet. You got farmers only. You got all these only ones too. We got too many fucking options. We got too many options for everything, man. And all these options is slowly like pushing us away as people, man. We're not getting closer. And like all these, fuck. I don't want to be like that. EA dude, what is his name? Prince EA. Yeah, like all these social websites, but they're really antisocial. He said that shit. I wanted to like stab myself in the throat. Like, if I'd have just said it myself. Oh no, but we do. We got too many options for every goddamn thing. We got these dating apps. We got social media itself. Even though it's kind of died down when it comes to social media apps. Well, it's a lot of them because I think I got like 3 different social media apps. If you don't count Twitter and Instagram, right? Ignore them. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you don't, I think those I would consider all them like one, like it's trimester, like one trimester. Is that pregnancy? I don't know. It's like 3 of them together. It's just one. It's just a package of social media where you can get everybody, where everybody goes, where everybody meets each other and all that good stuff. But anything outside of that, I think I have like 2 or 3 other ones. I guess you have to include Google Plus, but that comes with a Google account, so that don't really count. That's an email. Yeah, you got different options for emails. You got Gmail, you got Ymail, which is Yahoo. You got AOL for some reason. Some people still use that. You got Firefox. All these social media sites besides those 3 or 4 that I just mentioned. Outside of them, then you got like I still get emails for like old ones. I signed up for back when I was like 16. What the fucking name? It's called Fucked Up Beyond Repair. Fubar. Yeah. It was a social media site based around alcohol. Yeah, I was 16. I still signed up for it. People will gift you these virtual drinks, whether it be beer or whatever name is of different types of liquor, martinis. You got Long Island iced tea. They'll just spam it to you. It's kind of like a Facebook poke, but it'll be a liquor and shit like that. And people still do it. People still like gift, quote unquote, give me liquor. And I just checked it like last week for the first time in like fucking 3 or 4 years. So it still looks like cancer, that whole place. Like background with like neon links and shit. Like, oh, it looks terrible. Okay. You got the Fubar. You got back in the day it was Bebo. I used to go on this place that I loved going to. It was called Urban Chat. Because it was like black people. It was like a bunch of black people, like, or people who were quote unquote cool and shit. It was the only one that had like a chat group. That was the only thing I really went for. Not for my profile. It was for the chat room. And I would go talk with people and try to like. And that's why I made like not friends, but like I would talk to people for like hours at a time on Urban Chat. I think that's oh shit, that was the first time I sent a dick pic too. On Urban Chat. Oh shit, I sent the real one, but like I'm like 16. I'm not confident and shit like that. So I faked one too. I faked a dick pic. And I sent it to this girl I was talking to, who I thought was a girl. I'm not sure what they were. And It was like, send a dick pic, right? And I I faked it by putting the webcam underneath one of my fingers. It's like right underneath the finger, and like pointed it up, and I had the light like in just a way to make it look like a dick. If you knew better, if you've seen a penis, you know all the like the fucking indents where your finger bends at. Those you were like, oh, there's a fucking finger. Get that shit out of here. Or you got like a dirty dick. One of them. But it was so obvious that it wasn't a real dick. So, but they didn't question it. They were like, oh, okay. How long are you? And it kind of just went from there. Getting mad pussy back in the day. Anyway, you got Urban Chat. You got black people, black. What was it? It was Black Planet. It was Black Planet, and that was the first time I saw the name Obama, which is so weird. It was like an all black. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was still white people. It was like kind of like farmers only, but it's like for black people. This is the social media for black people because we're always making stuff for us, continuing the cycle. Anyway, shit. Yeah, black people. Me. That's the first time I seen the name Obama, and for some reason I couldn't. Well, I knew how to read his name, Barack Obama, but for some reason I wasn't confident about how to say it, or I was like I didn't really understand. I was. Now I'm not into politics now, but I was really not into politics then. So them showing me his name, I'm like, why do y'all keep showing me this nigga's name? Then a couple years later, first black president. I'm like, okay, I get it now. But he was like super young then too. It was like young, black hair. Oh, Barack Obama. He had advertisements at the bottom of blackplanet.com. It was so fucking weird. It's just thousands. It's thousands of fucking social media accounts, social media websites. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, we just got way too many fucking options, man. Some things we don't need options for. Like I get, you got companies who all want to make money and you're trying to get away from the monopoly and all that bullshit. But sometimes some things don't need options, man. Like some things like deodorant. Like, see, these companies, they get together and make one deodorant. Make one type of deodorant for men. They make one for women. And then you make different varieties of ones for, like, people who have sensitive skin or something like that. But it's just one goddamn company. We got way too many fucking people in Walmart staring at this big-ass wall of deodorants and trying to make a damn life decision. Like, fucking just get the shit. Get the shit, man. This one company can make a more expensive one that's like bigger and won't run out as fast. Then you can make a cheaper one that's a little smaller, or it could be a normal sized, but whatever you use in it'll run out faster. Something like just let it all be just one goddamn company so people can buy, go big or go home. I don't know. There's just too many fucking people in these stores. Another thing I got a problem with is like it's food. The options in food. Like, okay, I had the idea at first. I was like, oh yeah, food needs to be shortened down a little bit. But I think I was just thinking like canned food for some reason. But we do need different options in food, especially how picky people are nowadays. But I guess I stick to the original idea and just like non-edible items, just cut them down a little bit, like the deodorants and the shampoos and shit like that. It's a dumb idea. It's a good idea, but it's also dumb. You know what I mean? It's a good idea in the fact like it could benefit us if we could get the right amount of variety in this one company, but if we get one company to make like shampoos and shit like that, nobody's gonna be happy. Just, I don't know. I'm tired of just it could just be me being lazy and like I'm tired of stocking all this shit. It'd be like fucking 3 damn aisles of like one type of item. You know, it'd be like 3 aisles of like shampoo, and and I think I know where it is. I'm like, open the box, like, oh, this over here. But we had a mod change, and we changed it, so it was like 2 more aisles down. So I had to look for it, find it, fucking get a thesaurus and a goddamn map, seeing eye dog, find this shit. It's getting on my nerves. I'm fucking, well, anyway, they changed my position up at Walmart anyway, so I won't have to do too much of the looking for or unloading the truck anymore. So that means, you know what that means? I'm gonna get fat again. I'm already fat, but I'm gonna get fatter because I'm not quote unquote exercising, unloading the truck. But yeah, I think that's it for real. How is Apple is $1 trillion company? Facebook's trying to get in our business. Oh yeah. Oh, what I read was funny about the Facebook dating thing. Right. It was the first sentence. It's like earlier this year, FA conference showed off its new dating service. Offers some more details of the service, which will actually be baked into the main Facebook app rather than a standalone app. Explains that once you opt into Facebook dating, the only people who will be able to see your profile are those who are also enabled to feature. I read that. Furthermore, the report explains that Facebook is planning to limit how people. No. See where did I see it? Okay. Well, what I thought was funny was somewhere I read it was like people. This would be a better dating. It read something like, "Oh, it'd be a better dating app because." Oh, there you go. It's right here. You could choose if friends of friends can see you or not, and dating profiles allow non-binary and transgender. Yeah, that's why I went on that tangent about transgender. Okay, you'll unlock groups or events you're a part of for dating, and you'll be able to browse potential matches based on a plethora of information Facebook knows about you. So I was like, fucking everything. They know they know every goddamn thing about you. They listen to your conversations and everything. So somebody trying to just find their Prince Charming, they'll know literally everything, and eventually their social security number. If they pay their monthly their monthly price for Facebook. If two people express interest in each other, no swiping, they can text each other over Messenger or WhatsApp. So yeah, that's what I thought was funny. It was like, yeah, they get the browser potential matches on the plethora of information that was already on Facebook. I mean, you don't have to have the dating app. People already do that. People already stalk people, man. Then they're gonna have to like update the security. Then like, oh, you have to have privacy on oh, my friends can see my statuses, but the people on the dating app can't see my statuses. It's fucking dumb. It's gonna be ridiculous. They're just making more work for themselves because they're trying to steal more money. They don't do dating apps, do dating websites make that much money? I don't know. I'm gonna end it there. I ain't finna go down that damn rabbit hole. Hey, thanks for listening. If you follow me on Instagram, actually, you can find all the links, Instagrams, the podcast Instagram, my personal Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, and eventually some more stuff like the Discord where you can follow me and we can just chat up, play some video games together. Just a bunch of stuff. You can find it all under one link. Tree is it like Tree Link or something like that? Let me see. Like treelink.com treelink.com/cousinbroken. Yes, Treelink. It's linktr.ee/cousinbroken. So if you hit that, you have a bunch of links to go to other stuff. So I ain't got to like spill it all on one description. Just hit that, It'll be in the description, the link. So thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. Also, send some questions to my email. The Whomst at email. Send some questions to the Whomst at gmail.com. We'll start answering questions or some comments or whatever on the show. I want to be interact with my listeners now, and I want to learn how to talk too. So I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go learn how to do that.